Wow, we were on that bus for quite a while.
So I'll say, I don't know what I'm more impressed by, how long that leg of the ride was, or just how much there is to see of this country.
Indeed. I probably would have enjoyed it more had it not been for those people staring at us.
Wait, people were staring at us?
Jesus. Yes, didn't you notice?
I was looking out the window for the most part, so not really.
I was reading a book, but it was hard to focus.
Perhaps they were too captivated by what beautiful, intelligent women they were in the presence of.
Ay, nako, Rosario. I'm serious. The looks they gave us made it seem like we were an oddity or something.
I'm not sure what to tell you there, but if it wasn't hostile, then I don't think we have anything to worry about. Well, we have half an hour until we're on the road again. I'm going to go grab something to eat at that diner there. Do you want anything, Estreya?
Hindi. No thanks. You go ahead. I'll wait here for you.
Okay. I'll be back in a few minutes lang.
Hey,
Hi.
ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to step away from that water fountain.
Is there something wrong with it?
Oh, no, ma'am. That fountain is operating just fine.
Is it a different kind of water than the other one?
Well, I'm not a chemist, but as far as I'm concerned, the water is one and the same.
Then how come I can't drink from it?
Do you not see the signs on them? That fountain is for colored only. You can't drink from that fountain. You can drink from this one.
For colored, what does that mean?
For Negroes, lady. This fountain is for Negroes, the dark-skinned folks.
But why? What's the point of having a separate fountain for them if the water is, as you said, one and the same?
It's the law, ma'am. And as a sheriff of this here town, it's my obligation to make sure everybody abides by it.
Well, that's a silly law.
Take it you're not from around here. Even in the diner just now, I heard folks mumbling about something like mysteriously exotic women. Yeah, I see what they mean. So, where are you all from?
I'm coming down from Indiana. My friend and I are on our way to New Orleans.
No, I mean, where are you really from? I got a cousin in Indiana. He doesn't sound a bit like you.
The Philippines.
The Philippines. Hmm. Well, I'm not sure where that is, but it sounds darn fancy. So, where is your husband? Does he know you and your friend are making this trip?
Neither of us are married. We're PhD students at Indiana State Teachers College.
You, a PhD student. You're a woman. You should be taking care of the house and raising children. I mean, leave the learning to the man.
Was that the case even during the war?
I beg your pardon?
Lots of men were drafted during that time, not just from universities, but everywhere. Who was it then who took care of everything while they were off fighting overseas?
Is this a trick question, ma'am?
Not at all. Based on what others have told me, it was the women who kept things going while they were absent. In fact, I have heard about women serving on the front lines too. in their own ways. I know what that's like.
What's that?
Nothing, just
Hey,
that.
Estreya, I know you said you didn't want anything, but I got you a what's going on?
Nothing to concern yourself with, ma'am. Your friend here was just about to make a point about something. Well, come on now. Out with it. You think you know a thing or two about working a man's job.
I'm not sure if locating and reporting Japanese army bases is a job specific to gender.
What?
It's not something I openly talk about, but it's one of the responsibilities I had after Japan invaded our country. So many unspeakable horrors were happening that I couldn't just sit there and do nothing. I reported the enemy's whereabouts to the OSS, who then notified the Navy.
You were part of the OSS.
The OSS and my country's guerrilla forces.
How are you part of the OSS if you're not from here?
Because the Philippines was colonized by America before Japan took over. Anyway, I don't know what any of that has to do with what we were talking about earlier. It's the same water. Why can't everyone just drink from the same fountain?
What about the water fountain? Estreya, what happened?
Ma'am, please leave this to me. Wherever this Philippine place is, must be pretty far. So, you really don't know, do you? Very well. I'll let you off the hook, mainly because you genuinely didn't know. Normally, I wouldn't be this generous. So y'all should consider yourselves lucky, for I might not be as easygoing next time. And look, while what you did during the war was impressive, don't think that's going to change anything. Everything was different during the war, and desperate times called for desperate measures. Things back to normal now. Everyone has their place, and they should stick with them. You and your friend might want to consider that. Y'all know it's good for you. You ladies have a nice day now.
They call us little brown brothers and sisters.
Estreya, what was all that about?
He was saying I shouldn't drink from the colored only fountain because it's for Negroes only. It's the law here, apparently.
Well, that's quite bizarre.
It was. They're talking to that man, not so much now.
What do you mean?
Think about it, Rosario. It would explain why people were staring at us on the bus. They know we're not Negroes, but they're not sure if we're white.
Well, we're Filipino.
Right. But something tells me not a lot of people here knows what that means. Or knows where the Philippines is, for that matter.
I'm sure he meant well, Estreya. He was just doing his job.
Ay, nako, would you stop making excuses for him? Sorry, I don't mean to yell at you, but you weren't here for most of that conversation. You should have heard some of the ridiculousness he was saying. It's men like that make me very concerned for the future of this country. Oh, ano, Rosario, what is it?
Nothing. It's just... I think I understand now. When I was at the diner, there was a sign in the window that said, "White customers only." While I was in there were a couple of people staring at me. Even the cashier gave me an odd look or two. A part of me wondered if I was even allowed in there, but no one ever said otherwise. Still, though, it was very alienating.
Then you understand now what I was feeling when we were on the bus. For a country that thrives on being the land of the free, I've seen a lot of anything but that, especially around here. Guess that's another thing America and Japan have in common. They thrive on hypocrisy.
It's like what Dorothy said. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Rosario, we've never been to Kansas, and we've only been in Indiana for so long. If there's anything to say about it, we're definitely not in the Philippines anymore.
Hey, listen. Your feelings about what you experienced today are valid, but I hope they don't extend out to all of America. We did come here for a reason, you know? And when in doubt, we still have each other.